Right, this is going to be a quick run-through guide of a Whisper kill, the Awaken one. I'm going to break it down a little bit and try and help any of you that are stuck. I was stuck on this and honestly I couldn't find that many videos of it. Kirby did a really good video for a budget setup, but I'm just doing it for the people who are a bit of an idiot like me, who yeah, couldn't get the kills, so hopefully it does help. There's a few things we are going to run over before you start the kill. So one of the first attacks you are going to come across is this. So the boss is going to shoot all these tentacles at you. There should be a gap in the tentacles, so you've just got to react fast enough. As you can see here, in the bottom left, there's no tentacles at all. So we are going to move only one tile diagonally to the left, and that should dodge them. Another one it is also going to do, which is basically the same but a little bit of a different direction, is this. So here's another one, exactly the same thing. So as you can see, there's a gap on the right side, so we are going to run one tile to the right. If you've done the normal Whisper, honestly, these are no problem at all. Like, the attacks are the exact same, you just kind of got to react to it on the spot. Other than that, why this is happening, the boss is going to start off, the boss is going to do 2 range attacks into 3 magic attacks. Or the boss is going to do 2 magic attacks into 3 range attacks. Why also doing this? So at the very end of the cycle of them attacks, the boss is going to do this floor attack. So that'll be the very start of the kill. So whatever you do, just avoid them, get your prayers right, and you should be fine for this part. The very next attack you might come across, these could be, I'm pretty sure, in a random order, so you're not going to get the exact same ones I did here. So my first one here was these green orbs. So what you're going to do, you're going to click on the lighter colour ones, as you can see here. If you do end up clicking on the dull green ones, you will get hit for a massive amount of damage. So whatever you do, try and click on the ones that are more luminous, and then again, if you've done the normal Whisper, you know exactly how this works, and I assume that if you're doing the Awaken version, you probably have done the normal one. So this attack is the exact same. However, when you use this orb thing in invent, whatever it is, to get into this like other realm, you will drain sanity. So once you complete this, you should regain some sanity, and yeah, the quicker you do it, the quicker you gain your sanity back and the less you lose. So that is going to be one of the attacks we are going to come up against. So do it the exact same as the normal one and you should be perfect on this one. So at the end, usually after every phase, so after you get the green orbs, after you get this, and after you get the little things that you normally use the VENATOR boron, the little ghosts, it is going to fire this white orb at you. If it does fire this white orb, you need to have your ice barrage ready. Instantly click on the boss. You know, even if you miss a hit, just make sure you get this attack. The boss will come at you very, very fast.
Are you coming fast?
So compared to the normal one, the boss is quite slow and you get a lot of time to react. In the Awaken version, obviously everything is a bit harder, so the boss will instantly fly towards you. If you get the freeze, then perfect. If you don't get the freeze, you're going to pray melee and try and just rather freeze it or run away. Otherwise, you are going to get hit for a big amount of damage. So just bear that in mind. Usually this attack isn't too bad. Normally it's after it's done a special attack, and then you can sort of predict when it's going to come. So if you are familiar with Awakened, you will know how to do these pillars. So as you can see here, what you want to do, as soon as this happens, you want to be as fast as you can. If you're very good at memorizing them, then you'll have no issue at all with this. However, I did find this the hardest part of the whole thing, and this was literally what was throwing every kill that I ever done. So, as you can see, I'll position myself straight away behind the lowest pillar. And then I am going to take a screenshot on RuneLite. I'm going to also have the RuneLite screenshot folder open, and I'm going to have it dragged right next to my actual RuneScape client. So, for instance, I run here, take a screenshot literally as soon as you get into this room. So before you've even run any of the pillars or anything, take an instant screenshot, and then run to the lowest pillar, and then click this blackstone fragment again, so you go back into the normal realm, not the other realm where it drains your sanity. When you do this, you are going to instantly open the screenshot folder once you're safe behind the first pillar, and then you're going to look at the screenshot, and obviously by that point, you should have enough time to react. You've kind of got to be very fast with it, however you do have a few seconds to spare. So then you're obviously just going to look at the screenshot, and if you've dragged it right next to your actual RuneLite, then you should be perfect with this, and you should be able to sort of judge which one you're going to run behind. You normally will have a few seconds to kind of decide which one you're going to do, but if you do end up missing these pillars, most important thing, you are going to get hit, I think it's for a 70. And if you get hit for a 70, your sanity is going to drain. I think it's also whatever you get hit for, or something really high. So pretty much if you miss one of these pillars and you get hit by the boss, you are throwing the kill. So just bear that in mind. The pillars are probably, out of everything, I'd say the most important of the whole fight. So once the boss is around 75%, the attacks are going to change up a little bit. So I'll put them on the screen here, but this one, I think it starts off range, so it's going to do a range attack, 2 magic attacks, and then it's going to do 2 range attacks again. Or it could be the other way around, so it could start with a mage attack, do 2 range attacks, and then 2 magic attacks again. So it's basically the same as the first one, apart from it's not doing 2-3, it's doing 1-2-2. So I will put the attacks on the screen so you can see and follow along. However, yeah, it's very easy, you know, there's nothing to worry about here, and then this will go on obviously until the next special attack. So one of the very next attacks, the special attack the boss is going to do, is these little ghosts. So if you are familiar, people have been using the Venator bow on these, so you will kill the single one and then Venator bow the other one, and then it'll bounce off 3, and you know, you try and kill them all. However, if you were struggling for sanity like I was, you know, maybe you've missed a few prayer flicks or whatever, then you are going to kill these ones that say Sanitas or Sanitas, whatever the hell you want to call it. So there's only 4 of them. However, if you do only kill these 4, which is what I did here to save my sanity, then you will get hit for quite a big amount. It's around a 70, so just bear that in mind. So obviously you do have, you know, pots and stuff in your invent, or food, whatever you want to bring. I'd recommend maybe anglerfish and stuff like that, because the rest of the fight you will not be taking any damage if you've done it right. However, you are going to kill these ghosts, so kill 4 of them as fast as you can, the ones that say that, and I'll put it on the screen just so you can make sure you know which ones I'm on about. However, it's them little light blue ones, so you're going to kill all 4 of them, and then use the black orb fragment thing, and that'll take you back to the other realm, and then you're just going to sit and attack the boss until it's done the ghosts and got rid of them, and then it'll be back to that white orb where you need to freeze it. So yeah. So, one of the next attacks the boss is going to do when you get it a little bit low health is these tentacles. So, as you can see, there's 3 on my left, 3 on my right. There's a massive gap opening to the, I guess, the east of me, as you can see here. Or the, you know, straight ahead, whichever one you want to call it. Or to the west, or directly below, you can see there's a massive gap. So, all you're going to do, same as always, just flick your prayers and you're going to run into the gap. And that way you should dodge these. These are really easy to dodge, you know, they look scarier than what they are, but honestly, you'll have no issue at all. So once the boss is around 50% health, it is going to start attacking you a little bit faster. So as you normally are praying, you know, by this point you're praying mage, range, range, mage, mage, or the other way around. The boss is going to give you a little bit less time to react. So normally there's a little break in between when you're dodging, you know, the tentacle things on the floor. However, the boss is not going to give you that break anymore. The boss is instantly going to start attacking you again as soon as you're dodging. So as you can see here, as soon as the tentacles appear on the floor, I move, and then the boss instantly starts attacking me. So other than that, that is it. You know, it's honestly really easy. You should have no issue at all. As long as you know how to flick them, then it's going to incorporate everything into one. So as you can see, we've got, you know, a bit of a mix of the tentacles. And then obviously the attacks are a little bit faster. But this is not a problem, you know, you should be fine with this. If you know how to prayer flick, you know, it's not too hard at all. Then again, on this part of the boss, when he does the ghost, you're going to kill all these ones, that the light blue that say SANITY or whatever it is. And then you're going to get back on the boss, keep attacking. If you want to, you know, you can eat up now or you can eat up after. You know, you are going to take a big damage, so obviously that is the combo food. As you can see, we gained 15 sanity. We didn't lose as much as that. And then we're going to freeze the boss. Obviously, in the meantime, eat up. And then the boss is going to start attacking you again, as normal. So the very next attack the boss is going to do after this, it's going to hit you with range, mage, range, mage, range, or the other way around. So you're going to alternate your prayers, you know, you're going to flick in between. And as you can see, range, mage, range, mage, range. And then you're going to dodge the attacks on the floor. Then again, you won't get the break in between, so you're going to have to dodge everything and you're going to have to flick your prayers quite precisely. It's not bad at all. This is another one. It's just one of them things. Once you know the timing, I'd definitely recommend playing with game sounds if you're not already. And when you hear the attack hit you, then you can change. But then again, once you get this down, that is pretty much the end of the kill. Apart from the last phase, so you're going to get the boss all the way down to 0, and then it is going to go into enrage. So as you can see, once the pillars are done, we're just going to let the clip roll. Get behind all the pillars. You can attack the boss in between if you want, but honestly, the amount of times I got hit trying it. So just be safe, you know, at this point, you've got loads of sanity, you don't need to rush the boss, you know. And then the boss here is going to do the attack, so you're going to freeze it. And then you're just going to attack maybe a couple of times. And then here, flick your prayers, dodge the floor attacks. And you're going to do this all the way down till the boss is in the final phase. So as you can see, the boss is pretty much dead. It is going to respawn in the middle of the room or wherever, and you are going to flick between your prayers. It is going to be a little bit fast, however you should have no issue. Just keep running around the room and dodge the attacks. So as you can see here, it will just do mage, range, mage, range, mage, range. So all you're going to do, time it right, obviously hit the boss. The only issue here, if you are low on sanity, you know, your sanity will drain rather fast. But as you can see here, we finished the kill with, you know, 30% sanity left. And this was one of them kills where I'm not the fastest at doing the pillars and stuff. However, I didn't get hit, I don't think, the whole kill. Apart from obviously tanking the damage. But that is pretty much the full kill. Obviously, I did end up getting the blood ornament kit here. This was my final challenge. It took me 32 attempts overall. However, the main issue I had was the pillars, and that is why I've made this guide, just to help anyone out. If you are losing sanity, you will be using that black orb too much, so just bear that in mind. If you've done everything I've done in the video here, you should be perfect with a sanity. You know, you are going to tank a few hits, but at the end of the day, if it gets you the kill, you're probably not going to be camping this boss at all. So hopefully this video does help you. Leave a like, leave a comment, you know, if it does, let me know. If you are struggling with anything, just let me know in the comments and I'll try and help out. You know, I'm not the most experienced with a whisper. However, you know, I've only done it really to get this kill. So yeah, that'll be the end of the video. Thank you all so much for watching. You know, if it did help, like I say, you can always let me know in the comments. Other than that, have a good day. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.